Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping, baby. Let's get it popping. You know what time it is.
You're listening to
Get in here, everybody, get in here.
Show.
Okay.
Hot tea. Hot tea. As long as there's some
Get in
hot
here,
tea,
get in here, everybody,
we can
get in here.
Into some
In
things.
here. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Get in here, everybody, get in here.
All right. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with a quick update, okay, on the Tory Lanez new trial case, the people versus Dave Star Peterson, the case that just keeps on giving, and it never seems to end. And they keep pushing the hearing back, and today was no different. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of my day today. So pretty much, it was not so eventful today. But the courthouse was full. Everybody came out today because we were told, or we were under the impression, either we were going to know if Tory Lanez was going to get a new trial, or was he going to be sentenced today, okay? So the people were in the building, all the reporters, some of your favorite YouTubers. We had been there for hours, okay? I got there around 8:30, 8:45. We didn't get into the courtroom until like 10:30, 10:45-ish. And the judge came in at about 10:54, 10:55, okay? And we were out of that thing about 10:56. All right. Now, Tory Lanez's family was there, his baby mom was there, his father was there, his stepdad was there, and members of his team were all in the place, and we all wanted to see what was going on. Now, before we actually walked into the into the courtroom, let me tell you something. The hallway is a whole kiki. I mean, it's people in the hallways looking crazy, okay? People are just trying to get noticed. People are just, saying crazy things. People in there looking crazy. It's a whole thing. And there's a lot of people that still feel like Tory Lanez is innocent. And it's really interesting because it's like a lot of black women are really rooting hard for Tory Lanez. And they have garnered this heavy disdain for Mehgann the Stallion. Some woman was even carrying a sign that had a horse and dog, kind of calling Mehgann the Stallion horse. It was really crazy, so it's really interesting. People are in there, with their opinions, very strong opinions, and everybody, wants to see what's going to happen. So we go into the courtroom, and Tory Lanez has two new attorneys. And the judge basically, delays the hearing again because his attorneys want to present new information that I guess was never presented in the case. Now, I don't know why they weren't ready or what was happening, but I guess the judge wants them to have a fair shot at presenting their case. I don't know, it was giving me a little bit unprepared. However, they seem as though they might be prepared. I don't know. I don't understand why we didn't move forward with it. The prosecution says that they've looked over the evidence. They've looked over this new information, and they're ready, and they're ready to dispute it. They're ready to argue. They're ready to combat it. So it seems as though the prosecution has already looked over the information, and they're well and ready to go. They said that they were actually disappointed that this keeps getting delayed because they're ready to hammer the needle in. What was interesting, though, is Bot, which is the prosecutor for, the people, and I like Mehgann Cuniff, but he was looking around making sure that Mehgann Cuniff, which is the journalist, head journalist, actually in the courtroom, he was trying to make sure that she was in there. He was looking around. He was like, "Where's Mehgann? Where's Mehgann?" So I thought that was really interesting because it almost could kind of feel like he has his media person in his pocket. So maybe, it's given that Mehgann could be media for the prosecution. I don't know. However, it was really interesting that he was really looking for her and wanted to make sure she was in the courtroom before everything got started. So I thought that was a little bit interesting. So anywho, in walks Tory Lanez, and it's crazy. Even though I believe that Tory Lanez did Mehgann the Stallion, it's just something about when you see him walk out, you feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to hold you. I could see how people feel about it. I feel like, dang, this is really a messed up situation, for everybody. But he walked out. He had on a hat, seemingly have a haircut. He's gained weight. His face is a little, cheeks are really puffy. He looked back at his family, He sat for a second. He made that eye contact. And before I can even pull out my pen to write, the judge pretty much said that we're going to motion this for the next week, next Monday. And next Monday, what will end up happening is 30 days from that Monday will be the sentencing, okay? So you could see the devastation in everybody, from the family to the people in the courtroom. Everybody was kind of annoyed because they were like, well, we had been waiting here for hours and waiting here and waiting here and waiting here. And we're getting no information. We're not moving forward. You could tell that Sunstar was a little irritated. And everybody collectively kind of was just like, let's get on with this. Let's move on with this case and let's, get this new information presented. So apparently there's new information coming out. I'm really interested to hear what this new information is. I just don't know. I don't believe that there's going to be a new trial. I just don't see it. I just don't see a new trial happening. And, I say this now, but I don't know if I could sit through another full trial. That was really an emotional kind of thing, and it was really kind of draining. So it'd be interesting to see if he's going to get a whole new trial with these new lawyers and see what they present. So I can't wait to see what this new evidence is next week that has never been, put out there, that is in Tory's favor, that, he feels, him and his family and his team, they feel very confident and comfortable that this will be Tory Lanez' saving grace and he will beat this case. So it's interesting. So I did have a chance to kind of speak with the family and, kind of see how they were feeling about it and see kind of what they thought. So I'm going to play you a video from the family and kind of see what was, so you guys can kind of get the energy from Tory Lanez' father, Sunstar, and his stepmother.
Bye.
How do we feel like round two will go? How do we feel like round two? Are we confident?
We feel like Jesus is still Lord. That's what we feel like.
Them shoes is nice, though.
Still, God still reigns, man. No matter
Don't
what.
you put me on your page. Do not put me on your page. Armon, you hear me?
Yes. Okay, listen. So any reason why we couldn't get started today?
I can't get into those legal issues. The lawyers are handling that, but we just know we good. That's it.
Okay.
You should interview this little girl.
He's so cute. Okay, so they feel as though they're good. It's a lot of confidence. Now, I truly like Tory Lanez' father and stepmother. I really do. Outside of this case, they're really genuine, cool people. The dad, I'm not trying to, no homo, but the dad is so handsome and he's so fly. He's so fresh. He's so dope. And good vibes, good energy. The stepmom, she's so sweet. I like them. If you know what I mean? And it's just a weird situation because it's like, well, I believe that Tory Lanez is guilty, but at the same time, I like his family, but I don't dislike him. But if we're just talking about the law, I feel like he did it. But they're all cool to me. Now the stepmom, she told me that she will have the last laugh and she will find me and call me and she will sit down and she will talk once everything is out and she will tell me that she told me so. So, hey, listen, I'm on the side of right. So if there's some new information that comes out and apparently the judge was wrong and Tory Lanez didn't do to Mehgann Thee Stallion, then I'll be Team Tory if they can prove it. I'm here for the truth. I'm not here because I listen to Tory's music. I listen to Meg's music. I want the truth. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, whatever the facts, whatever the evidence, whatever is being presented, and if it is the truth, that's the side I'm on in this situation. I'm not picking a side based on who I like more. I don't know either one of them. I'm not sitting at lunch, dinner, kikiing or cackling. I'm here to see what the tea is and see what happened, and report it back to y'all, and then give you my opinion based on what is being presented. So I personally don't have a dog in this fight. I'm here for the truth. So if this new information comes out and Tory Lanez is somehow innocent, then I will come on my platform and say, you know what? We got it wrong. And Tory Lanez is innocent. The state got it wrong. Tory Lanez is innocent. And we all owe him and his family an apology and lock Mehgann Thee Stallion up. Or whoever. I will say that. However, I just feel like it's way too clear that Tory Lanez was the okay. Now, like I told you before, Mehgann Cuniff is like a star in the courthouse, and Tory Lanez supporters are very much so not interested in her. And you could hear one Tory Lanez supporter telling Mehgann to leave Tory Lanez lawyers alone as she was trying to get a statement when they were walking by. Let me show you.
Leave him alone, Mehgann, girl. Leave me alone.
Okay. So those are the new attorneys. The attorneys, honestly, I didn't bother, kind of hunting them down or chasing them down because the attorney told her, I don't have anything to say. People were following him. It was a bunch of paparazzi outside. The attorney didn't give out any information. Okay. So he's from Miami. And so he's going to be representing Tory Lanez here. So it should be very, very interesting. I hope they're ready. He didn't seem like he had everything filed though. So it'll be interesting because he needs to be prepared. I didn't get a real confident energy from these attorneys. So we'll see. But I didn't feel like a energy of confidence in like, we're ready here, we're prepared, and we got some new strong information, and my client is going to be proven innocent, and all of you people here are going to see it. I didn't get that kind of confidence. Even looking at Tory just looks like he's going through the motions, and he's just kind of like, right, this is where we at with it. Let's keep fighting. I will say this though. You do have to admire the fact that they're going to take every chance and every step that they can do to beat this case. And I can imagine this is a very tough time for Tory and his family. And I feel for them, especially the family, just because, they have nothing to do with it. And it's like 22 years is a lot of time to be facing. And then he has a child and a lot of things, which brings me to my next point. Now, Tory Lanez's baby mother was also at the courthouse. Excuse me. Now, she was a pretty girl, tall, curly hair, light-skinned girl. She looks regular, and so you wouldn't think, oh, this is a celebrity's baby mama. She doesn't look like Hollywood or exaggerated features. She looks like your round the way everyday girl. Pretty girl, wholesome girl, a girl you look like you want to have a baby with. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference. There's girls that you want to bang on a Friday night off the woohoo. And then there's girls that you want to take home to your mom, have a baby, keep her in private. You know what I mean? She'll read you a book, tell you a story, pray for you, and come to your court dates. You know what I mean? And also run from the paparazzi when they're trying to get a video. So what ended up happening, I seen her. And while everybody was focused on Tory Lanez's father, getting a statement from him, I saw her. So I had to beeline it up the stairs to try to catch her. And so I had my camera out, and I had the camera in her face, and I asked her for a statement. She looked back at me, and then she kind of ran away, okay? And she ran to the car, and I was going to chase her down a little bit more. However, the family just asked me, please don't chase her down. So I said, okay. But we posted the video on my social media. And then not too long ago, I got a call from Malago Grams, who was also at the courthouse. She called me and she asked me, she said, the family would like you to take the video down because she still wants to remain private for, her kids' sake and, just the court. And I said, you know what? I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing it this one time as a courtesy, but But I thought about it because I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? You know, does this mean now, if I do this, what do you do for me? Does the family give me a real statement, a real interview because I'm taking this down? You know, does it change the dynamic that we have? So, you know, but I thought about it and I said, you know, for the protection of the child, I will take it down. Granted, the child's face has been plastered all over the internet because Tory Lanez brought the child to court every day and walked out with him, and it was hundreds of paparazzi. However, I still did it, and I will honor it because I do enjoy the family. I do like them, you know. But I'll say this. She should not come to court if she does not want to be filmed. This is a high-profile case. This is a celebrity case. There's going to be cameras everywhere. If you don't want to be filmed, at least wear a mask. Something of that sort, because had TMZ or the Daily Mail or any of these mainstream publications caught wind of that and had her on video, I don't think they'd be able to call her or call them and have them remove the video. So I'm just saying, if you want to remain private, you almost have to not even show up. And I know some people will be like, well, she wants to show her support. Well, with showing your support, you have to understand that the cameras will be rolling. So that's just a little note here. But we did remove that video, okay? Another thing that ended up happening, and of course, everywhere we go, we add electricity to anything. Mehgann Cuniff is being dragged on Instagram and Twitter because she took a picture of me. Now, first of all, this is a horrible picture. I had no idea that she was going to be using this picture in an article. But there's me. Now, I am over there looking like Bishop Whitehead. This is no shade. But a lot of people are having mixed feelings about this post that she wrote. She says, per the usual, the hearing doubled down as an epic fashion show. Here's Armon Wiggins with those Gucci shoes. I didn't really take offense to it. What ended up happening was I was standing outside, you know, doing the Lord's work, and she saw my shoes, and she was like, wow, I love those shoes. She said, I want to take a picture of your shoes. That's probably why I wasn't ready. But she took a picture of me, and then I was posted. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know, but, you know, whatever. You know, thanks for the shout out, whatever. She ended up messaging me, and she said, hey, I'm not shaming you at all. You know, and people are saying that you drugged me. And I don't know if I actually drug her or not. But maybe not. I don't know. But she says, I don't really know you. But it wasn't a drag. I said, hey, girl, I'll let the internet do what the internet is going to do. Thanks for the compliment. And I'll see you Monday. You know, it's no love lost. It's like I don't feel any kind of way. I think it's great. And what I also think is phenomenal is that, you know, if we pat ourselves on the back a little bit, you know, through this whole trial, I've noticed many publications, small, big, mainstream, non-main, urban blogs and media, they have done their due diligence to not credit us or, you know, use us as any references or just acknowledge that we're putting in the work in this case. And they've always used her, right? And so I think now it's funny that even now she, the one that people are going to, is now somehow I'm a part of the story and she's commenting and writing about me. You know, and that's one thing I will say. You know, even if people felt like it was a backhanded compliment, nonetheless, you know, it was a compliment, whether she was being funny or not. You know, what I notice is, you know, the Caucasian people, sometimes, you know, they don't mind crediting you. They don't mind giving you something. You know, it's more than what our urban black publications have done. They have went all the way around to not even acknowledge the fact that we have done the work on this case. And we were very influential in getting the news out on this case. So, I mean, I'm just grateful that, you know, people are acknowledging our presence on this case. It would be nice if some of our urban media would even acknowledge us, because some of the people that they are acknowledging are now acknowledging us. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to continue to put in the work. Now, as far as the fashion, people were having a problem about the hearing doubling down as an epic fashion show. It's the epic fashion show for me, where people were, I think, confused about, because here it's just pretty much a gray suit and a black turtleneck. And so when you think about it, what was epic about it? I mean, I get it; it's on me, and it's tailored with a Gucci shoe, but we're also in court. So I wouldn't necessarily wear this the first day back, maybe next week. But, as a black man, as an independent media personality, as a YouTuber, I need to present. And so anywhere you go, I think you should put your best foot forward. You always want to look. I've always been taught, get your nails done, get a haircut, put your clothes on, and present, because you're a black man. So you are the way people perceive you. And so present yourself so that people can perceive you and respect you when they see you. So I'm always going to step out and try to, present the best way that I can. And so, I don't know. I'm not offended by it. Now, you guys can let me know if you guys feel some type of way. Do you guys take offense to it? To me, I really wasn't, I didn't really get upset. I thought it was a compliment. Maybe, and people communicate differently than we do. However, I thought it was very appropriate. I talked to some other people. They felt like, per the usual, the hearing doubled as an epic fashion show with those. And here's Armon. So it means like everybody came, for the fashions, and not the work. That's how some people took it. But I think it's important to bring fashion to everything. Tory Lanez every day of the trial looks good. Every day I see Tory Lanez's father. He looks good. I mean, black people just gonna look good. You know what I mean? We're going to get dressed. We're going to present ourselves. We're going to court. This is what you do. You bring fashion to everything. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel any kind of way about it. I think we did our thing. I didn't wake up today and say, hey, I want to get written about my fashion. No, I woke up today and said, hey, we're going to court today. Get ready, get up, and present well. And that's what we did. And so those are my thoughts, and that was pretty much today. Final thoughts on this situation. We'll just have to wait till next week. It's a lot going on with this case. I can't wait to hear what the new information is that they have to present. So until next time, I want you guys to hold tight. Keep it locked. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about everything that went down. And until next time, I want you to keep that same energy, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.
Thanks for listening. Keep that same energy, and we'll see you soon.
Get in here, everybody, get in here.